I'm Kirsty Kelly, originally from the Wirral, but I visited my partner in Stoke and had a stroke when I was 31, which left me with right side hemianopia. Then I ended up moving to Stoke because my stroke specialist was there and my mum was too ill at the time to look after me, so Kerry got lumbered with me. Within a year of me being there, I had another stroke, which left me with left-sided weakness, mostly in my hand and wrist. That left hand was completely paralysed, so a lot of physio later were wiggling, but it's not much use anymore. 2 weeks after that one, I had a third stroke, which took the left side of my vision, so now I'm completely blind and left-sided weakness. That was at 32, so... The first thing that went was my driver's licence, so all my independence went, and my mum was ill, so I couldn't get back home to see her as much as I wanted to, and all my family and friends are up on the Wirral, so then I had to try and get coaches back and stuff instead of being able to just go myself in the car, and the independence was completely gone, and I needed help with things I never needed help with before, and you have to learn how to swallow your pride a lot for that and accept help. You've got to admit that what's happened to you is the first step, because I was in denial for a long time. After the first stroke, I didn't really accept that I was, they don't class it as half blind, but pretty much half my vision was gone. So it's just, making adaptations, like walk around the house and check what you bump into if you've got, any sort of balance issues or visual problems, because I think most people, is it something like 75% of people who have strokes have some sort of vision problem, or vision loss at first at least, but it usually recovers, and I was hoping for that, but here we are 6 years nearly down the line and still no vision, so it's hard to accept, but what else can you do in that situation? I got down and depressed and wanted to not be here anymore, and all the dark thoughts crept in, and eventually I accepted the help of antidepressants and just to help me cope through that initial period and, make the dark thoughts go away at least until I could feel like I could cope a bit more. So I mostly just locked myself away for a while and sulked. It's not fair, why did it happen to me? And I'm only 31, I shouldn't even be having a stroke, but I've got a rare brain disease that caused the strokes. So I had to take that all in as well, and my specialist for that's down in Cambridge, or was at the time, so there was a lot of uncertainty, and just I had no choice but to accept the help, or I wouldn't be here today. It's a narrowing in the carotid artery that obviously causes a blockage, and then that is what caused the blood vessels to basically rupture, and it's Japanese for puff of smoke, and on the CT scans and that's what it looks like. It looks like my brain's just exploded. So that was fun. At first it was, I can't do anything because I'm blind. But then, with some tough love and a bit of stubbornness, I thought, I'll just go try it. And Stroke Extra was the first thing I signed up to afterwards, which a load of stroke survivors met up with the London Philharmonic Orchestra, and we played instruments with them, made a load of noise, and using our affected hands and limbs, whatever was wrong with us. And we put on a show with the Philharmonic Orchestra, which, I'd never get to do if I hadn't have had a stroke. So you've got to take the positives out of it and just it's hard to find them at first, it's really hard, but you've got to, like if I could hear myself talking like this now, 6 years ago, I'd slap myself, you know what I mean? Because well, there was no way it was getting better then, but now, you know, it does get better and it will get better. You've just got to keep at it and keep trying and yeah, just, it's hard, but you just push yourself a bit and it's worth it once you start getting better. And like I joined a blind bowling team and I've been hiking up the roaches and yeah, it's hard, it's really hard, and I sleep for a week after it, but the sense of achievement and getting back to some normality of what I used to do before the strokes. Every time something like that happens and you manage to do something that you could do before, it just makes you feel like you're getting somewhere and keeps pushing you forward to carry on. It's hard for loved ones as well, and I appreciate everything she's done and pushed me, and yeah, positive mentality's definitely helped. That's where mine's come from, because I wasn't going to get there, was I? Because it was all dark and it was never getting better, and woe is me, but you just, what's the other option, do you know what I mean? Mm. I didn't like the other option, so yeah, sense of humour, you've got to have one, just laugh at yourself. Yeah, I had a stroke psychologist, didn't I, as well. They helped me a lot. I hope everyone else can have access to one of them. I know resources are scarce right now, but it was just literally counselling, talking about how you're feeling after your stroke and stuff, and you know, the stroke psychologist saying, you know, you've got every right to feel the way you do, and you have got every right to feel rubbish and down, and it isn't fair, it's horrible, but you know, have your tantrum and get back up and get on with it. Keep on getting up and getting on, my nan said to me, and go to the beach when you can. It's my advice for life. Just keep trying. Like this hand, like this finger, it does what it wants and it takes all the others with it, but it's no use to me, but it's moving again, and that's the main thing. I can play my Xbox, I can press the button with it. You know, take the little wins out of everything. They may be tiny, but they all add up eventually and mean something. And you know, 6 years ago was my stroke and this hand's still getting better, so don't listen to the doctors that tell you if it hasn't got better in 6 months, it's not getting better. It's rubbish. You just keep trying and you'll get there as best as you can. Resilience, I think, for me. I barely recovered from one and the other one hit and just have to keep bouncing back. Like stroke fatigue on top of stroke fatigue on top of stroke fatigue. I'll just start getting somewhere and, you know, but courage and resilience. Really vital, like, yeah. I'm really lucky that I've got a partner as good as Kerry that's helped me as much as she has. And I know not everybody's got that, so, you know, I landed on my feet, as it were. But yeah, it's a lifesaver. I wouldn't have even gone to the hospital in the first place if it wasn't for her, so. Community. Like I've met a lot of good people on it, and I've got a lot of good links and stuff from it, and I've been involved with medical research from links with people through different strokes, and it's just, it's a little community of stroke survivors that all help each other. And one of them will know how to help you somewhere if one of them doesn't. I've got a science degree and I'm into science, even medical science stuff, and I wanted to help in any way I could, so it's definitely helped me do a lot more medical research with the links that I find on the Different Strokes newsletter and things like that. So, and I've made some good friends with like Janice and a few others, so. Well, for me particularly with vision loss, there's an audio game on the Xbox called The Veil, Shadow of the Crown, and it's completely audio, so you put your headphones on and I completed the whole thing in a few days, I think, because I could actually play it because it was audio and I didn't need to see the screen. So just different technologies that are out there, you know, there's a lot of things out there to help, especially younger stroke survivors. Like, I'm involved in another group specifically for digital rehabilitation for young stroke survivors, so which is quite an important thing for especially younger stroke survivors. And I just try get my hand in everything really, and like audio description on TV as well, that's a good one for me, as I don't need to see it, but I can still watch Friends and stuff, you know what I mean? Because I remember what they look like. It's still funny every time, Friends anyway.
We're Different Strokes, a charity supporting working age and younger stroke survivors across the UK. Don't forget to like and give us a follow to see more videos like this.